So everyone's talking about what's going to happen on April 1st when gold becomes a tier 1 asset. And a lot of people are speculating, what's going to happen. Is the price of gold going to skyrocket? Is it going to take off like crazy? Because now it's going to be considered a 0% risk asset, where before it was considered a risky asset. Even though, gold and silver are basically considered real money. It's kind of interesting to me. Like I never knew it was even considered like a risky asset. Before April 1st. What I think is going to happen is on April 1st there will be a spike, but I don't think it's going to be a huge spike like a lot of people are saying um, online. But I would probably think that silver would probably go up as well. Um, yeah. I mean, to me, it's kind of interesting. I think it's actually the government preparing for the next crash and trying to actually make the economy backed by gold, which I think is like a really good thing. That they're somewhat trying to go back to a gold standard, which, if the country did go back to a gold standard, it would definitely hurt in the short term, but it would be good in the long term because right now it's just like with all the inflation going on. I mean, the fact that like the Federal Reserve can just print, you know, insane amounts of money is just it was crazy when I heard about that. And the fact that like it's basically like a publicly traded company that 6% of it is owned by shareholders. Like it's a publicly traded company, but what I want to know is like how do you get on that deal? Like that's crazy to me that people, you know, probably my guess would be like the six biggest banks each own 1% of the Federal Reserve, but that's just me speculating. Um, but yeah, it's crazy to me that like whenever the Federal Reserve writes a check, like it just there's no bank account that it draws from. It just creates that money out of thin air and it uses the banks as middlemen to do that, and then they turn around and then they just buy more U.S. bonds, and the U.S. will never default on a U.S. bond because they just print more money if they don't have it to pay off the bond. So, I mean, right now it's the most secured like investment in the world, but it's like this giant scheme going on, which is super fascinating. But it's not just the banks; like they got all the countries in the world in on it too, like Switzerland with negative yield rate bonds. Like, why would anyone buy that? But it's like the U.S. goes and buys those because they know Switzerland is going to turn around and just buy like a U.S. bond. So they're in on it too, and they're benefiting from it too. So it's like, is it a scam if every country and every big corporation and every bank is a part of it, right? Like, is it a scam if everyone's in on it? I don't know. That's the giant economic test that we got going on right now, which is pretty fascinating, but also pretty scary too. um, yeah, anyway, so I think gold will have a bit of a spike on April 1st, but I don't think it's going to be crazy high, like people are saying online. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good step in the right direction. You know, I think it would be really interesting to see if like we do start seeing a percentage of the dollar backed by gold at some point. Maybe after this recession, maybe not until after like the next one, but I think it's a step in the right direction. Definitely a good thing. If you like this content, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.